welcome back to my channel. The number one thing that I've been asked recently is how did I get Jackson to sleep through the night? Because he is sleeping like a freaking solid little rock right now. Like, it's like game changing. And if there's one thing that all new parents want to know is how do I get my kid to sleep through the freaking night? Because I swear when he was waking up every like 2 hours, I was just like, I was not a very good mom. I was not a patient mom. I was frustrated all throughout the day. And I have so much more patience now. I am so much more calm and I can get through the day and I don't need nearly as much Dr. Pepper as I used to. It's been a game changer. And don't forget to click that subscribe button if you want more mommy videos or you just feel like giving me a nice self-esteem boost. So, today I'm going to show you my nighttime routine because of quite a few people have asked me how I've done this, because right now Jackson goes to bed at around 8:30 or like 7:30 or 8 depending on like how his day went. He goes to bed at around 8, then he wakes up at around 4:35, but he wakes up, he eats, I change him, he goes right back to sleep, and then he sleeps until about 8 or 8:30. So like he's sleeping like almost entirely 12 hours straight, and during the day he takes 1 2-hour nap and then 2 1-hour naps. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my nighttime routine because I have like 10,000 different things, like I told you, that I do. So when people write me on Instagram and they're like, how did you make this happen? I'm like, bro, I can't just type this all out. There's so many little meticulous things that I've had to do and that I've done a lot of trial and error trying to figure out what Jackson liked, and obviously just because it works with my kid doesn't mean it'll work for yours, but this has just been what finally worked. One thing that we did the second he came home from the hospital, when it's nighttime and he wakes up, we do not talk to him. We did not play with him, we didn't talk to him, we would change his diaper, feed him, and I guess people call it like a business feed. So like we didn't turn on any lights, we didn't talk to him, we didn't watch TV, we didn't do anything that we normally do during the day. And then it was night, when it was morning, we were very careful. Like before I even took him out of his room, I would turn on all the lights in the house, I'd turn a show on, I would make it very loud and just very, very obvious that it was daytime. And when he takes naps, I do use a sound machine, and I'd turn on a light during the day, and he's gotten very good at knowing when it's nighttime, I sleep longer, when it's daytime, I only have to sleep for a little bit. And I think it's because we've made it very clear we don't, now that he's sleeping in his crib, I make him nap in his crib, but it did take a little while of him, he would nap in like the mama-roo, or he would nap in our room with the windows open. We really had to differentiate between daytime and nighttime, and we were really, really careful about that. There were like I think only like a max of 2 nights that I actually turned on a show for myself. But for the most part, this is what we did. We just made it very obvious that like we're not playing right now. This is not playtime. This isn't the daytime. We're not gonna hang out. Right now, you're going to sleep, and that's how it is. That's what's going on. So that was like the number one thing that I think really made a difference, and made it really easy for him to nap properly and sleep during the night and not the day. Like I think that was one of the things that we did really well. But I am going to show you everything that I do during the night that has worked to get him to sleep so solid. So let's get right into, what was I gonna say? Right into the rest of the video. I don't know. So right around 8 o'clock is when Jackson starts to get really fussy, and he's tired and he's hungry and basically he's ready for bed. So before he gets too cranky, I get everything set up. The first thing I do is lay out his swaddle in his crib because I don't like the milk to drip down on his swaddle while he's eating, so I just put him in this after he's done eating. The next thing I do is fill up the humidifier with water and oil, and I use lavender oil because it's supposed to be calming. And I turn off the light. This is the light I use when he's napping, but during the night I just turn it off and turn the mist on. This video is my favorite. It's a lullaby that Carissa Nunez mentioned in her video, and I love it, and I'll link it in the description. I use a 10-hour one because he loves it. The next thing I do is also turn on a sound machine, believe it or not. He likes the sound of running water, so I use the rain setting. It calms him down. And the next thing I do is make his bottle. I like to make his bottle as early as possible because I like to let it sit for at least a little bit. because formula gets clumps and it's disgusting. So I do that, I shake it up, and then I put it next to the glider in his room so that it's there. Next is bath time, which is his all-time favorite time ever. He loves it. I had to get him out of a kiddie tub because he kicked too much and he'd fall into the water. So now he can splash to his heart's content and he's super happy. He loves the bath. The next thing I do is bring him back into his room. I put a diaper on him and I use lavender lotion all over his body to get rid of any dryness that he has. Look at Ollie at the door. Then I put a sleeper on him. He really likes being warm, so I put him in a sleeper and a swaddle, and then he's happy. The next thing I do is just simply feed him while I'm rocking back and forth in the glider with the music playing and everything, and he loves it. Then I put him into his crib and put the swaddle on him so that he's ready for bed. I give him his wubba-nub and he's mad at me because he doesn't really want to go to sleep even though he actually does. Then I turn the light off and it's bedtime. This is the monitor I use, by the way. I am obsessed with it. I think it's perfect. I'll link it in the description. You can just simply wrap it around the crib and it's like incredible quality. It'll notify you when he's crying so you can look at your phone. It's just an app and you can actually zoom in, which is like my favorite feature. I think it's incredible and the quality is insane. So yep, that's what we do to get him ready for bedtime. Thanks for watching.